What is up, everybody? We're back with more WWE 2K24. I'm excited. I know you're excited. I know someone else is excited as well. I am very dizzy. So I'm sitting back here and Duck's sitting in my chair. In case I fall backwards, I'll have something to fall onto. What's that noise? Well, not in mine, because my phone's ain't been off silent since like 20. Since, when did we get our phone? I've never had my phone on off silent, I don't think. Which is kind of stupid because I ended up buying a ringtone and a text tone I never used. It's kind of a waste of money. Then again, my ringtone is the Michael Myers theme music, so I don't think it was a complete waste.
So for our first matchup, we're getting
You want me to tell them since they can hear me? So for the first match, we're playing a 4v4 War Games match, and we're getting non-bias, by the way. Each of our favorite wrestlers currently, which would be my favorite, Doug's favorite, our mom's favorite, and our dad's favorite. I'm going to be getting my favorite, Duck's going to be getting his favorite, of course. But the reason I say non-bias is because bias, Damian Priest. You know who my non-biased favorite wrestler right now going is?
Uncle Howdy.
I love Uncle Howdy.
I can see that.
Another of my non-biased favorites isn't on here, so I'm going Uncle Howdy. He's been on other games, he's just not on this one. And for those of nosy enough to ask who it is, it's Eric Rowan. And again, Eric Rowan's always been one of my favorites. So. Randall! I figured you were going to get Randall, so that's why I didn't pick him.
I thought about getting Uncle Howdy. I thought about getting LA Knight. I know Mom.
You too?
You too?
Yeah?
So I was like, it's really kind of. I feel like if Randy Orton and LA Knight fought each other, I'd pull for Randy Orton.
Yeah.
So I picked Randy Orton. Okay. My actual favorite, which
Anybody want to beat it?
which I can't pick because it's Mom's favorite. It's Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I was actually about to get Roman Reigns. I'll pull it. Yeah, I'll just shake about my. Yeah, Diaz's favorite is hilarious.
Why?
Yeet. Diaz a yeeter. We should find our least favorites. I'm pretty sure one of them's a JD McDonough. I don't know. So I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well.
Dominic. Dominic.
Dominic one?
Yeah, I hate that little Dominic Mysterio. Gunther.
I don't like Gunther. His favorite this shit is.
Mine's completely random. Joe Coffey.
Joe Coffey.
I hate Joe Coffey so much.
That's kind of interesting. We'll never get them.
The tiny twerker. And for those that doesn't really watch NXT on a weekly basis, it was the episode of NXT the week. Was it before or after? I think it was a week after. It was a week before, a week after the pay-per-view when Sean brought Sexy Red.
It was an NXT so much out. I'm surprised she didn't have an NXT person's favorite too.
I love NXT.
Yeah, she like that's her jam right there.
Well, my favorite's not on here.
Joe Henry.
I guess I could have went with Yee Yee, but I love Uncle Howdy.
The following contest is the men's War Games.
So who's excited to see Rosemary? I'm so excited to see Rosemary. The audible gasp that left my throat when she came out. It cleared my airways.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 275 pounds.
No one supposed to peanut.
There is perhaps no greater challenge than the one this man is about to face. War Games, one of the most brutal contests a superstar could find themselves in.
And he has plenty of cause for concern because shortly after
Number
the
what?
bell rings, he'll
It's not really
find
full.
himself outnumbered.
It hasn't been opened yet.
He has to be prepared for an onslaught like no other. Does he stand his ground and try to fight it, or give it?
I know Diaz hates Dominic. I don't know if that's his least favorite, but I know he hates Dominic.
I'm pretty sure he's a free man.
Yeah, and the streets are saying it's going to be a good night for Poppy.
I'm just starting to like Dominic. If he didn't take your belt.
I hope you're ready, gentlemen, because the War Games are now officially underway.
Brace for impact, everybody. This match is sure to create a rip. That just happened. Dominic in crisis mode.
Knee smash.
One of my favorites I could have gotten because it's a woman.
So many factors at play, so many moving pieces. How do you even game out a strategy here?
Well, you have to look at it just like in a war.
I don't know who might be out there
Sure,
women.
you can plan for every contingency, but all those plans just might have to go out the window once you're in the line of fire. The best you can really do is stay alert. Use any and all numbers advantages to your benefit, and keep on swinging.
There's one on the Diaz line. So I like that little so-and-so. I don't remember who it was, though.
Orton loves to have this kind of control.
Timer's almost up. This next entry
What?
gives their team the advantage inside the cage. And we just saw some serious offense.
Dropping the knee. Freed from the cage and heading toward the ring to give their team the upper hand.
You better have your fun while you can.
Oh, look at a torture their opponent. Oh, this isn't going to be good.
You might wonder every time Uncle Howdy does that laugh, I about cry.
He catches Gunther with a big counter.
I get a little emotional. Tear up a little bit.
The Viper's doing. Yeah, Randy Orton was in position. Sending him all the way over to the next ring.
I see so much of Bray Wyatt in him. He's doing a phenomenal job.
Turnbuckle now. Saw that one coming. Took advantage. Things will get back
Some idiot
to
said
playing
that Uncle Howdy just feels like a modern-day Kane.
Counter after counter.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, sunset. Gotta minimize the damage now.
Like, bitch, please, y'all think Seth Rollins is original. He's stolen every gimmick he's had.
To be pretty, but oh man, does it get the job done.
Shout shut, let Uncle Howdy do his thing.
Swinging neckbreaker. Textbook.
You better put that down, Dukes.
Coming in with the heavy hardware to even the odds. Each of those boots seem to get heavy on the top.
misses the mark.
Got the full Nelson. Slam.
Even in the teams are looking under the ring for a little extra insurance.
Yo, Nightwing came in today, so I got the whole set complete.
Blame him after the last few minutes.
They look so cute all standing up with each other. I got an something I found at a thrift store that I can stand them all on. I just gotta find it. I think it was supposed to be like some kind of cup display. But I use it for figures. It's a perfect size. I don't know I'm doing him, but I'm loving it.
Cage opens, and the strategy now has to be to take charge, play the numbers game to your advantage now.
And well-timed maneuver there. Strikes with a kick. And that definitely made solid impact.
A well-timed dodge. Enters the ring and is diving headfirst into the chaos of this match.
I gotcha.
Kick lands. Gunther ready for that one. Body. What a hurricanrana. It takes a certain level of athleticism to pull that off.
Alright, dumbass.
Vicious right forearm.
I just killed him.
New entrant about to come in and not a moment too
Uncle Hodge just committed a felony.
Look at this. Here we go, guys. Dragon sleeper. Charging toward the ring and looking to even things up.
Gotta tap out here, but it ain't gonna matter.
They still do a lot of damage, though.
You just easy, you bitch.
Reinforcements.
I know you got one. You dumbass. He ain't got no release anymore.
And somehow he's able to work his way out of the hole.
Dominic Mysterio paying homage to his Uncle Eddie. Dom's opponent feeling the heat. Time to go for a ride. Crashing through the table. Devastating. Rhodes about to head to the pay window. Crossroads by Cody. Rhodes just turned the lights out.
We've got a numbers advantage incoming as the countdown is about to run out.
I don't think Joe Coffey would have been my least favorite. He hadn't started twerking. Or trying. That kind of scarred me for life, and I see that in my nightmares, so he's my least favorite. Like, I'm not kidding. I'll be having a dream, and all of a sudden I'll just see that in the corner. I'm like, I hate you.
RKO. Picture perfect from Orton.
Sometimes I end up having these awesome dreams that I can turn into stories, and somewhere in the background you can just see Joe Coffey twerking. Yeah.
As the brass knuckles
And believe me, I wish I was lying.
disrupts the attack with an elbow to the gut. Into the cage now, and
Where is it?
the is locked.
Who's left?
Coffee on his last breath.
Oh, Jesse.
Out of hell and about to even things up in War Games.
I couldn't see him through the bars. He's wearing that black shirt, black pants. He's got his he's got all the tattoos. His arms look black, and his head looked like a fan. So, yeah, he kind of looked like a floating head. Plus, I'm like pretty far back. Duck usually sits back here, so he knows how it is. I saw the timer counting down to figure out what was missing. There's too much going on in this one ring. I'm going over here.
Sight to witness. Orton caught in his grasp. Into the arms.
There we go.
Quick reversal. Get back here. Leg ladder. Take a seat at the table.
I don't think this is the first time that we've shared a favorite wrestler with Mom. This is, once again, non-biased. My favorite wrestler at the time we talked about was Dean Ambrose.
Starting to scale up the War Games wall. He's got something in mind.
Hello, tiny twerker. If you're just wondering where I got that name from, it's kind of like Tiny Dancer. It's twerking, something he's terrible at.
He just got broken in half with that one. Broken in half, splinters everywhere. He might as well
Busted Dominic open.
because the rest of
Okay, this is a bad idea. But guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna suffocate Tiny Twerk.
He did.
Suffocation! Good. All well deserved.
Here are your winners, the team of
You know I gotta get a picture of these.
Uncle Howdy, Cody,
Since they can't be seen.
A triumphant victory for one team and the taste of bitter defeat for the other.
Yeah, these two teams gave it everything they had and then some. But in the end, only one team could stand tall as the victor of War Games.
Hang on, get ready. There you go. Here, we'll look through the women. So we can see when I was on here. Maybe I can remember who it was yesterday he liked.
This is a 4-game match.
I know, I'm just looking. I know he likes Asuka. What he called Asha. Dad can't pronounce Japanese names. It's so fun to watch him try. I know Mom likes Charlotte.
I don't know how he gets Asha out of Asuka.
He calls Nakamura Sakamoto. That's Jason right there. It was Asuka.
Okay. It was Mom's favorite.
I know Mom always liked Charlotte.
Alright, we'll do Asuka and Charlotte.
You want to just play a regular one first? You want to go ahead and do that?
I mean, it don't matter. While we're here, I guess we can go ahead and do this.
It's all backside. I don't matter. We'll take it in a second.
Alright.
While they're fresh in our minds. I'll start off this time. Hang on. I gotta put my stuff. So we got Asha and Charlotte.
Who's everybody's least favorite?
Well, you already know mine. Well, technically the only reason I picked Tiny Twerker is because,
Nightmares.
yeah, Nightmares, and, Bronson Reed squashed the other one. I think he might be gone. Yay.
I think there is happening for a while. This thing. You know, it's not just it didn't happen just because of the Rhea thing. I've hated Liv Morgan for a long time.
Yeah, he really has. I didn't like her, but I didn't really have a problem with her until the Rhea thing. I actually ended up getting Duck a Liv Morgan Walmart exclusive Funko Pop, and then this happened. I'm like, well, he might get rid of that.
No, I hated Liv Morgan before that. I don't think he had these favorite thoughts. I don't think he had like Shannon Baszler very much.
Who does Mom not like? Mom says she doesn't like her. Only Mom liked her since she beat up that little Maxine Dupree. It does that sometimes. There you go. Sometimes it moves over, so you just follow it where it's at. Believe me, I've had that happen a lot. You know what I'm mad about, besides everything in the world? The fact that you can't do the EO jumping off the top of the cage in the trash can.
Yeah, that'd been cool, wouldn't it?
Hey, all of our favorites, least favorites are paired up beside each other. Huh? Uh-huh. Love Fallon Henley. You got Rhea, so I went Fallon.
The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages.
Believe it or not, there's actually a lot of them that I am a fan of.
The match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be
NXT wise, there's not a lot of them that I like, but
into the match.
like in general, there's a lot of them that I like.
Have entered.
Like you said, I love Sol Ruka. I love Fallon Henley.
The match can
A lot of the main roster. Like I like Maxine Dupree. She's hilarious. Chelsea Green's hilarious.
Here comes an in-your-face superstar, Fallon Henley.
introducing first from Chelsea, Michigan,
Rhea, of course.
WWE Women's Champion.
I like Kairi Sane,
In all
Bayley,
WWE,
Asuka.
There'll be no more dire of a situation than having to start off a War Games match, where you'll soon.
But unbiased, I love Fallon
Situation
Henley.
is intimidating her. She's not showing it. She looks
I've always liked
determined
Fallon
to
Henley.
prove that the numbers game doesn't mean a thing. A lovely sentiment, but the cold hard truth is she's going to quickly get overwhelmed in there.
I was afraid I couldn't work her. She was so low in points. I was like, why don't I just rate her points?
For her first teammate to join the fray and even the odds.
And then I ended up giving her moveset to, I think it was Rebecca. And I actually got to try her because I forgot who she had. And then I seen what talk she did. I was like, oh my goodness, this is Fallon Henley. And started loving it. Sure. I'm down with that.
And from Dublin, Ireland,
She just goes back to
I tell you, we've always
normal.
known that Becky Lynch is
See?
the man, but War Games.
No, she's no fun. I got an idea for a War Games match. We ought to fight people that are all similar in looks.
This is almost like the calm before the storm.
Oh yeah, the intensity only goes up from here, and that's what we love about.
Yeah, look at me and one of this game have long hair and beards that are all the same color.
Competitors showing how well they know one another. Man, what an uppercut.
We can do whatever kind of like they have one theme and we have one theme. I'm good with being bald.
Enziguri finds its mark.
I had myself have never been bald, but I shaved the sides of my head.
Fallon Henley.
I was almost bald.
Hold down. Did Henley just close this out?
And Fallon Henley has taken control.
Lynch is going to have to dig down deep here.
And Corey, here's the key to winning a War Games match. If your team has the numbers advantage, you have to use it. No holding back.
In a haze.
No mercy.
Absolutely. And on the opposite end, if you're on the other team, then it's all about surviving.
I've blacked out of the wheel before. What are you talking about? Like I've been sitting there driving, and all of a sudden, and he hits me like, what am I doing? Alright, here, wait for a second. I haven't actually passed out, but I like just kind of autopilot. I put myself on autopilot.
Ivy is losing grip of this match now.
She's got to reestablish herself back into the match now.
landing the uppercut.
That long bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Said that he blacked out before he got to it.
She sent flying into the corner. Now back to Becky Lynch.
I thought he was afraid of that bridge. I thought he was afraid of that bridge.
He wasn't that bridge. It was a bridge, though. He knew what he trying to get to what he was. Otherwise, he could back off.
Sorely needed reinforcements about to arrive.
Get your weapons.
See what kind of impact they have. Brutal stomp to the body. And followed up by another to the chest. Clearly knows the damage that has been done with the opposing team's numbers advantage and knows that bringing in a weapon can be the ultimate equalizer.
I don't know who my like current favorite is. I just know that she's always liked Charlotte.
Gotta figure something out. We'll see. This is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied.
No, she breaks it. Big escape there.
And I know she does not like Ivy now. Because I remember she told me that Monday. And I was so proud. Yeah. You couldn't beat her. The first day she dropped, there was something wrong with her. She was Day of Reckoning Rock overpowered. Hey, look, there's Lee's favorite. I'm not even gonna insult you by saying there's your buddy. Hey, Bulldog. Oh, stupid fruit fly flying all in my face. Yeah, this whole house is gonna fly right off my face.
Clock counting down. Sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next competitor enters.
Oh, and then the chest as well. Brutal stomp to the body. And freed from the cage. And now
Here comes Charlotte.
to even up the fight.
Mm-hmm. They'll be getting their ass whooped. In fact, they joked that the strange thing and there will be Biggity Bricks and got beat up by Fallon Henley. One of the lowest people in the game.
Oh, and then the chest as well.
Yeah, they probably
Measured stomp right to the gut. With a stomp to the gut.
And the hits to the core.
The only reason I lost points is because this little bitch got me in a that submission finisher she does. Other than that, I've been holding my own pretty well. Shayna Baszler's got a bat. The only reason I realized is because she was trying to hit me and missed. I think you killed her. The odds favorite has been the last to come out both times. Well, one of us has to start off, so we're always at the... Here comes Oscar.
These women have not given each other any breathing room. No one is showing any signs of backing down. Rhea Ripley looking for the submission. Look at this power. The Prism Trap is in. This won't win the match, and she's tapping, but with the final entrant now in the structure, this match has officially begun. Pinfall, submission. The Queen stepping through.
You missed another funny episode of Andy Griffith last night. Goober, Gomer. It was Gomer. Went to stay with Andy. He drove Andy nuts. I don't remember what happened at the end. I don't know if we'll pay attention or if we didn't actually get to see the end of it or. But he wouldn't stop talking to the customers and wasn't doing the job right. Wally fired him. Gomer was gonna get Andy laid stay at jail, and Andy told him he could just come stay with him and be an Opie. And sawing wood in the middle of the night, fixing a vacuum cleaner in the middle of the night, talking to somebody in the middle of the night, being a menace, trying to brush your teeth. All you hear is him gargling. I faked everybody sleep. I don't know. I was probably about to get disqualified. Because I was going to see if I could hit her with that bat. I was going to try to throw the bat at her. I was going to try to throw the bat at her while she was on top of the cage.
Put it all on the line inside the cage and get to take home the glory today.
All's fair in love and war, and we just witnessed that in real time here tonight. Like it or not, we're looking at the fruits of that labor right now.
Ready? It probably wasn't a hitter, but I was going to try. Alright, bald men. Bald men unite.
Okay, should we be bald and clean shaven? Or bald with facial hair?
I'll let you pick, and I'll go with whatever you get.
I don't love bald and clean shaven hair. I'm trying to make them very opposite. Right.
Kane.
The Rock was one of them. Was there a fourth one?
Come on, we have one person for team, Mr. Clean.
They're all different colors, but
It's fine. We're just going bald and clean shaven. For Mysterio? Oh, he's got a little tuft of hair under his chin. We needed 2009 Randy Orton.
Yeah, we did.
He would have fit absolutely perfect.
I was actually
Bobbles. Bobbles works. I know who I'm getting. I know who I'm getting.
Kane.
Kane. That Kurt Angle. Alright, team clean. Ew, you're not clean. You look nasty. Who's the other two?
We had
The Rock and Bobbles.
And Bobbles, and then Corbin. He had a little bit of beard.
I think he got a little tuft of hair under his chin.
You don't count that. Alright, so where's Bubbles used to have a little soul pack, but thankfully he shaved it. So he can be in the group.
Yes, open the Rock. They're in trouble.
We'll just fall back. Yep. Okay, so long hair and beards.
Yeah.
The McIntyre work.
The McIntyre works. I'm starting at the top. AJ Styles.
I'll work. He wrote it for him.
Yeah. We also need them to be hairy, because none of us on that side are have heavy body hair looks like it. Alright, so we see a very hairy man.
Well, he's got ponytails on.
Yeah, I was looking for like his hair, their hair down.
Yeah.
We know there's one. We just gotta find him. Alright. We don't know who you are, but where are you? The Cameron Grimes ever shave his body?
He did at one point, but I don't know if
I don't know if it's on this game or not.
Yeah, I don't either. We don't fight him enough to know. Howard?
I've all worked.
I don't know. They're gonna be unless it's hair down or anything.
He said like in braids. We'll come back to him. I don't want to do that, Jay Roberts.
Probably got a beard.
True. This is the one where they just copied over Cameron Grimes' model.
Probably, yeah.
That's something. Nah, 2K24 Cameron Grimes is clean. He's not clean.
Nope. Yeah, probably one time.
He might have to work though.
You might have to. What about his hair? How's his hair look down?
It's kind of Sean's half up, half down.
Shawn Michaels?
Which one?
Oh, now I've got facial hair. Long hair, anything.
And none's bald. You go Shawn Michaels? Go Shawn Michaels?
That was legend. That's about it. I think we should do one wrestler from every promotion.
Okay. We haven't gotten little Nate yet. And he's outside the ring, so he can't screw us over. Love you, Charles. The fact that the Cameron Grimes I was thinking about was from 2K22 upsets me. Yeah. He actually pretty clean on this one. To be Cameron Grimes. That's gotta be Kane!
The Big Red Machine is here.
I have gotten a lot of McFarlane action figures over the years. But honestly, sculpt and paint-wise, this is my favorite out of all of them. I love this Nightwing. They got everything just perfect.
There's tons of pressure resting on you to get your team off to a good start.
Well, lucky for him, he won't have to wait too long until the cavalry arrives.
That's right. This team will have the numbers advantage here, but it's not so easy to capitalize on that advantage.
Well, it's only a matter of moments now until we find out if he's up to the challenge that is War Games.
What's your guys' favorite version of Kane? Personally, me, I love Slow Chemical Kane.
I feel like overall, my favorite is No 3, No 4. I love Jason Warrior's Kane, but he's kind of, you know.
Well, here comes the Scottish
He's
Warrior.
not.
Carrying his trusted blade, Angela, McIntyre summons the support of the WWE Universe into battle.
First two competitors in War Games facing off
Bitch.
against each other, setting the
I was
pace.
putting Robin down.
These first few minutes of the match are
Yeah, he's trying to attack me while I was putting Robin down. Jokes when I played this game, and I literally just started off with Jack and Nate, so Jack would run at me when we finish moves so I can learn to block that.
on the other hand, if you're going to end up with
Once again, Nate's being a menace.
the opportunity to wound your prey sooner rather than later.
Absolutely, Corey. These opening moments are so important, so vital in a match like this.
I think I just keep making him on these games just to help me learn my
To be
moves.
on the same page, don't you, Corey?
Because he's been my go-to for learning how to kick out, reverse, and all that since Legends of WrestleMania.
Staying one step ahead and trying to predict
He holds a
what that
special
dude
place in my
should
heart,
help
though.
you greatly.
He's an absolute menace, and he's been for 15 years. Yeah.
Oh, the wind just knocked right out with that. And now McIntyre is
Okay.
neutralized.
Finally.
Hang on just a sec. Bursting out of the
Well,
cage, eager to capitalize on the situation.
yeah, Kane's gonna go ahead and guilt trip McIntyre while he waits for you.
Looks like the impending.
All the way up and down. Choke slam straight to hell. Kane up. Kane, uh-oh. Oh, boy.
I'm being Slow Chemical Kane, Kurt.
Choke slam straight to hell. Drew is completely out of it. Come on now. Is it not enough that they're already
Barbara
coming in with an
hurts.
advantage here? Is this really necessary?
What offense from the big red.
Believe me, when I was little, I stepped on a thing of barbed wire barefooted. Ooh. You talk about something hurt. It was rusted too.
Barrage of stops.
To be fair, to tell Miles, she's like, "Why didn't you tell me when it happened?" I was like, "I didn't want to get a shot."
To an absolute,
And until like 2 days later.
giving the troops the boost they need.
The timer is running out, and this next competitor will equalize things inside the cage.
Oh, goodness.
Probably do. Because I told you not to tell her.
We are witnessing a malicious string of attacks.
remember I told you, I said, "Don't you tell me, I'll make sure you get a shot too."
Destroy and incapacitate. Drops the
Yeah.
Dave, one thing you had to worry about was that.
Me too. Those were the days. Soccer mom. I love that meme that said, AJ Styles went from looking like a troubled youth to the mother of a troubled youth. Yeah.
glass now, people. Anything goes from here on out.
Wow, he reversed angle. Oh, Kane waylays him.
There you go. With a hold of the ankle.
The count has started, and and the anguish on his face continues. Tapping out isn't going to save him here.
There goes the mother of a troubled youth.
The big red
Me?
machine. On a small holding cage to only make way toward the beaches of Normandy. Stop after stop after stop.
Styles has no control here.
AJ's got to assert himself back in this one. And walking through the structure door, this is where nightmares become reality. Oh, just in case the first few didn't hurt, there's another.
Oh, God.
So y'all, a game that we've actually been playing a lot lately
Good defense.
for the past,
Oh,
what, month has been SmackDown 2 for the original PlayStation.
through the table. You can literally see his soul leaving
Yeah.
his body as he flies through the table. I have
think we're going to see it. Steps through. This is incoming to even up. No, 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 no. Using the verticality of the cage to
It's updated so many stinking times.
Can't believe that connected. Another warrior about to enter the fray. Here to balance the scales.
It was fun too.
Setting it up. From behind. Bengal
Give
slam.
one another few.
The teams are squared up, but he doesn't think that's enough apparently.
I'd always wanted to play to learn how to work him. But I tried getting a singles match and I couldn't work him. So I finally decided to tell myself, you know what, you're gonna learn these controls. And I did, and now he's the only one I get. I like Stevie kicking people. That's the thing about when I was little. It seems like the only ones I really ever got was Jeff Hardy, Lita, and Gina. Hold on. He's over here. They let you lose all complications. Hey, mother, what's trouble with you? Come here. You're in going somewhere. You're over here looking like the weird uncle of trouble with you. The guy in trouble in the first place. Showslave. This is the third showslave I've hit him with. Sean just doesn't want to come out of that cage over there. Well, he probably sees us massacring his entire team.
And that was a successful bit of offense with that maneuver. Power from the suplex.
You have been caught. Y'all, I finally did it. I beat the 30 mob godmothers last night. Yep, finally got my 30th. I think Red Hood got her. Yeah. Also, I have started something. I look and I'm at like 80% of the trophies for the main story mode of the game. I'm going to try to platinum Gotham Knights. The only thing I don't know how to find is the Kelvin project, or the Kelvin incident. I gotta find that one. I don't know if that's a New Game Plus or what. I know I gotta beat New Game Plus, because I've gotta get all of Nightwing and Red Hood abilities. Those bobbles.
This whole building is shaking. Matches like this are what it's all
Thank you. Battles!
Still was able to produce some considerable damage, though.
May 19th, this bitch. You're versed. You wait till I get up, you little asshole. Don't you run for me. You started this war. Good. Thank you for getting him. He's a pain in the ass. I know who's doing it. I kind of can't.
He breaks the ref's count after one.
There is no quit in this man tonight. Taking flight. The flag caught all of it.
Two. Got it. No. Just a two. Does he have it here? Now Kane.
This match is over.
Kane gets the win. In impressive fashion.
Yep.
Here are your winners, the team of Kane, Kurt Angle, the
King Clean.
and Bobby Lashley.
That was one for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. Hard not to celebrate after coming up on top in this one.
In the end, one team seemingly just wanted it more.
And that is what War Games is all about. Digging down deep, going to battle with your teammates, and hopefully coming out on top when all is said and done.
Thank you. Kane's fun.
So you want to do like WWE and their three like allies that are kind of allies at this point against
Allied companies.
Yeah, like WCW and ECW with their own, and then TNA on one team. And then another team we can do like somebody from AEW, ROH,
New Japan.
New Japan, and maybe like NWA.
Sure. I'll let you be the first one, so that way you can be WWE.
So who the heck?
Can I be ECW?
Can be whoever you want. Oh my goodness.
That's why I wanted to be ECW. Okay, so for TNA,
That's the only thing that you're counting thing. RBD. That works.
we give him he can't have a resiliency, can he? No, he cannot. He can't have a resiliency. Where is it? There it is. I'm giving him resiliency. And WCW. We can't. When I think of WCW, the one I think of is not on here yet.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I guess you're gonna have to. You have to be anybody like an NWO member or something.
I mean, I think of DDP. Y'all, guess who pre-ordered the DDP Funko Pop?
Yes.
Yes.
You know what? Ricochet's in AEW. We'll use him. I don't know if the AEW people don't think.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, we don't talk for you. We didn't get Cody Rhodes. Get Mike Fine. All the way.
Kevin Rhodes was an ROH. Oh, yeah, he was an ROH, wasn't he? Yeah, I was gonna say it was Kevin something.
His motto was kill, Sting, kill. That's why that's fight on fight. Cause I can't say kill because he. So.
He came once it goes to Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was Bobby Roode for WWE.
Yeah.
So New Japan probably not be shit.
Brett was in WCW. Brett 92 or just Brett?
I guess Brett, because Brett 92 was WWE. NWA.
I don't really know anybody in NWA.
Oh.
You do? Who? Harley Race?
Yeah, Harley Race is the 8-time NWA World Champion.
Oh, wow.
I know that's old, but you know what? NWA is an old organization.
Well, to this generation, WCW would be an old program.
NWA, where WWE came from.
Wow.
WWE and TNA both originally came from NWA. When you think of it.
What's y'all's all-time favorite wrestling promotions? Like, you ain't got to pick just one. Like, you can go your top 3 favorites.
WWE, TNA, and it come down to little stuff says WCW. But as I watch WCW compared to ECW, I kind of like ECW more. So I don't know. If you want to do that, what about yours?
Yeah, Little Gibbs gonna say WCW.
Mm-hmm.
DDP, that's where DDP came from. But you know what I mean. That's where Little Gibbs first seen DDP. That's where my love of wrestling was born. Let's make sure. Guess my other one I had to say is WWE.
What was the third one?
Oh, ECW, of course.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team.
I've seen a couple of ROH matches. They're actually they're a really good company. And guys, before you come from a throat, I've actually been watching some AEW, and I'm actually really enjoying it. Except for the Skank. The Skank can take a hike, but everything else is actually pretty cool. I'm even starting to like Britt Baker a little bit. Believe it or not. I love that. That's what made me like her.
Being the one to kick off a War Games match is not easy. There's tons
We're trying to figure out who the new 4 horsewomen of NXT are. You know, Tippy Time's gonna be one of them. They came from, like, they came out of NXT, I think is what they mean. Like, they still call Skanks and then the 4 horsewomen of NXT.
You're right, Cole. We are
I'd say Tippy Time, Lyra Valkyria. Not non-biased, because as much as I hate her, I would have to put Roxanne Perez in there.
Yeah, I thought you should be talking.
Yeah.
First to be locked inside as War Games ramps up.
Yeah, Cole, remember, War Games doesn't officially begin until the last contestant enters the cage.
We'll have to see if these two have the stamina to last until then.
I gotta say JC Jane. So she's really carving her own path since she left Toxic Attraction.
He's going for it all. Look out! Drop.
Who would be you guys' new 4 horsewomen coming out of NXT or in NXT? I'm genuinely curious. I like seeing some of the answers people give.
Under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here.
My head is so full of sinus pressure. It feels like it really feels like my head's about to explode.
Ricochet's night is not going according to plan.
Vicious right forearm.
The odd man in.
Hang on just a sec.
It feels like he's trying to push my eyeballs out of my head. Some people were saying Cora Jade, but Cora Jade, she gets injured too much.
These teams or possibly both have in mind here.
Other than winning, I'm sure both teams have talked about how to deal with the numbers disadvantage when it falls.
And Kiana James, I'm not sure where she is. Did she get hurt, or are they just not doing anything with her?
We're seconds away from these teams being at even strength. Oh, what a stop right to the chest. Are you kidding me? And Cena now is dominating.
Cena showing that trademark ruthless aggression.
Here.
Goodness. Nothing but brutality. mentality with that barbed wire.
Nice try.
Sandman rotating multiple times here, letting all the blood rush to the head. Owens cannot recover from that.
Get your fat ass off the table so I can pick it up. I killed it. Fancy hoop. Also, air floating George.
These are dangerous attacks on their own, but now the damage is exponentially multiplied.
There is nothing but malintent behind each of these attacks.
Owens was scouted there. Pow, what a shot. Sent flying over to the other ring. John Cena, top rope, and that was an efficient... Now looking at
Ow.
Owens.
Owens got all of it. Owens absolutely
That doesn't hurt. Like physically or your pride?
Wouldn't hurt physically.
Stink face.
Yeah, I thought about that.
It would hurt your pride.
right to the arm.
When you think about it, Rikishi had a very large cushioned ass.
He set up the table in the corner. This isn't going to be good. Out of the cage and rushing in to erase the numbers advantage.
Same here. No shits were given. I mean, it's just fell from the heavens. I don't think it's more of them.
Part two on the way. The exclamation point. Another AA. Now that's how you put the nail in the coffin.
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here. And that was offense with a hurtful purpose.
Here they come, looking to give their team the
Or all of the above.
as soon as possible.
If you think of moves that don't hurt, you can't think of anything from ECW.
This is not going to be nice. This is going to be nasty. It's all about winning, no matter what it takes.
Suplex. The adrenaline is pumping, and the
I can't get back in the... Would you get over there? You know what? I know what to do.
buckles we go. Knuckle shuffle.
I'm stuck in this ring, Duck.
Slating the leg.
Thank you.
Hard landing into the other ring.
Things will get back to an even playing field with the next entrant. Getting him out of the corner.
Yeah, the first move that doesn't hurt came to mind was probably AA. When you say AA, I was like, I gotta think of another one. That's to me the thought of Rikishi. Yeah, whatever it's called.
The reversal by Sandman.
One of the 5 moves of doom.
And here we go. Sandman rotating multiple times here, letting all the blood rush to the head. Is it enough?
Up on the top rope. This could be it. For the win. Sandman picks up the W.
I
Okay.
cannot believe what we just saw.
Here are your winners, the team of John Cena, the Sandman, Rob Van Dam, and Brett.
What's a signature move that you think would hurt the
They've
worst?
certainly earned it. A valiant effort.
And probably why you think it's the punt kick.
They just weren't good enough.
Signature.
Won't leave this match the same people they went in as, but will be victorious. And depending on whom you ask, that is all.
Me, I think it'd be the punt kick. Anaconda device.
Vertebrae. Shattered dreams.
Oh, yes!
One causes brain damage, the other one stops reproduction.
She might be working late.
Or she might have, I know she was going to take food again. She might have stayed with him. I don't know how she could have. Fat man there, I think.
She might have had to get groceries. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'll let you pick. That's why I've been making women, so we could. They ain't got enough women on this game. Oh, that was never mind. I was like, who in the world could this be? That's that 8-bit or 16-bit Meechin.
Want to imagine nothing but people with numbers by their names?
Have we done that before? I mean, we can. We can do it. We can always do it again. You got anybody in particular you want?
No, I just trying to find out. What else can we do? We got people that's playing.
People played movies?
I think they went to a few played movies.
We can try.
I thought we could do a bunch of dead people, but I wouldn't want to like disrespect it. Okay, movies.
You could have just called a memorial match.
You want to do a memorial match?
You ruined it with the way you said it, but with a bunch of dead people.
You know what? He's played in movies, and I would have anyways.
Princess Bride. And I made a joke about it. Anybody want a peanut?
Yeah. Anybody want to peanut?
You know what? He's the most must-see. I mean, it is. He played Supernatural, okay?
He played in movies too. Get Sheamus played Ninja Turtles.
Yes. And he liked the tweet that I came up with for you. Or I got The Rock and John Cena.
What do you think? What do you want to
Triple H. When he played that movie, Era Winter liked so much.
Oh yeah, Chaperone. Alright, Triple H.
I know somebody better than Triple H. Stone Cold.
Stone Cold. He did play quite a few. Both Triple H and Batista.
Kevin Nash.
Ooh, Kevin Nash was good. Played a bunch of movies. Yeah, he played in that weird Western movie where they paid money to touch a woman's bob.
Or Lashley.
Yeah. Lashley. I remember when we saw her, you trying to show me a movie with Terry Funk and that thing came on, yeah, turn and everything. I don't think I ever finished watching the movie.
The pure confusion.
And I'm like, oh, what happened?
Macho Man.
Yeah.
Played Spider-Man. That always pisses me off as many times you popped up. Bitch, you made a cameo in Sharknado. Get over it.
Oh, is that a problem? A lot of wrestlers make cameos in Sharknado.
A lot of people's made cameos in Sharknado. We could have got RVD. Oh, we got RVD already.
I thought about Roman Reigns, he was in Hobbs and Shaw. I thought about Roddy Piper because he was in that.
They live.
They Live movie. Talk about Kane, we already got Kane.
The following contest is the men's
Chris Jericho was in Terrifier. You know, he's not on his game. I just haven't had the Strangers movie.
Like, the first one's really good. The second one is.
And here comes one of the most decorated competitors in WWE.
I don't think I've ever gotten Miz on this game.
An A-lister of
I should not have gone first.
Yes, bro.
It's okay. We got this. We got this, Miz. We got this.
This is the kind of match where reputations are made or broken.
Oh, my little, I think I got that from Harbor Freight.
And he is facing the ultimate challenge, trying to guide his team to victory despite being at a numbers disadvantage.
It's a tall task, but he's convinced himself and his team that they're up for it. They think they have just as good a shot at winning this as the other guys.
I think more people in the movie. I know Kerry Von Erich played in the movie. Nathan Jones played in the movie. Hulk Hogan was in a few movies. Paige, we know Paige was in a movie. China was in a movie. There's not a show, which was this kind of movie.
One of the best to ever compete.
I think Trish was in a movie.
These two are locked in.
Oh, shit.
Escape as War Games gets underway.
Maurice was in a movie. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, Byron, these teams have held back long enough. And
Charlotte's supposed to be in a movie coming up. Some kind of horror movie. Jericho's going to be in a movie about a wrestling promotion, and it comes to a small town led by a cult leader, and they start killing off all talent. I really want to see that when it comes out. I think it's set to come out next year. If they're still doing it. I hope they are. Give me your leg. They do you no good anyway.
There it is. And look at him tapping. He's had enough, but it doesn't even matter in this scenario.
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits 0.
Great Khali. He was in the same movie with Bob Sapp.
Lands the haymaker.
The Miz now in complete control.
Triple H is lacking his trademark intensity.
Randy Orton,
On the opposite
Dean
side
Ambrose.
of this entry, you are bracing for a fight.
Well, Dean Ambrose was in 9 rounds, remember? Or 12 rounds.
Sidesteps it.
Miz counters with an attack. You can see these competitors looking a little more settled in now. You think the nerves have worn off? To a degree, sure.
Hiya!
War games is that the landscape can change in a
You don't want to smoke with the Miz!
get too comfortable, or it might turn to a disadvantage their team needs to overcome collectively.
The timer is running out, and this next competitor will equalize things inside the cage.
And with the next combatant on their way, it looks like things are close to a fair fight once again.
And they're not going to go into this one without a little backup in their corner. There's a running knee a la Harley Race.
I'm used to fighting crowds. I get Nightwing. Nightwing's good for crowd control.
Thinking the cerebral assassin.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Strategy. Even odds weren't good.
Y'all ain't want to smoke with the Miz.
A bit of insurance with that weapon.
Oh, jaw-shattering. Gets cracked by the overhand. Batista's being...
Please tell me you've already said Kane's been in movies.
That ruthlessness.
Okay.
Vicious right forearm. And the
Oh, yeah, I
balance of
forgot.
power is about to shift with this upcoming entrant.
It's fun fact. I'm literally looking at Kane's movie. Rey Mysterio.
Out of the small holding cage.
He was Freddy's stunt double in Freddy vs. Jason.
Disrespectful.
Placing them right where they want them, into the corner.
That can finish Batista off. And I don't
Go ahead, estrogen. Or whatever kind of medicine that was they gave you in the longest yard.
perfectly legal.
That was one of the funniest parts of that movie. Yeah, perfect. That wasn't even the movie I was thinking about when I thought of Stone Cold. Which movie was it when he ended up on the island? The Condemned. That was it. I seen some of it. It's really, what I saw was really good.
even the odds. And each of these lethal maneuvers have got to be taken a toll.
That spiky barbed wire.
My favorite
And here we go.
WWE movie scene movie.
Mission to save the
Hands down.
be stopped.
Measure stomp right
Even unbiased, it's still one of my favorites.
as well.
The Giant has him staring at the lights.
The WWE Universe. This one is all but over.
That'll turn your skin red.
So ruthless.
What are we about to see? The count has started, and one team is about to have the odds in their favor. Devastating kick.
The holding cage has been open, and we're about to see a bit of a handicap match here, gentlemen.
The audacity.
This could be it, Corey.
As if the numbers advantage wasn't enough, looking under the ring for a weapon now.
Thanks for coming, man.
Thank you, because he Batista bombed me.
The WWE Universe on. Sheamus, Sheamus has him up. Look at the power of the Celtic Warrior.
The Celtic cross.
Wow. Sheamus got all of it.
He's headed up. Might be going toward the top of this war game structure.
From the top. If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are bracing for a fight.
Oh, that was just malicious. Clock counting down. A sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next competitor enters.
Miz, why don't you put the Miz, put the table in the corner.
By Andre the Giant.
Got to minimize the
Here it
damage
goes.
now. Go help your teammates immediately.
Hey, door quads.
The animal about to become prey.
Eh.
There is no coming back from that. The volume in this building.
What Triple H movie I liked that not a lot of people, other people seem to like was the I don't know what it was called. It was a movie about him and his family that was fighting over something. They had to work together. Inside Out.
Another guy.
Yeah, I can like that movie.
Gonna be pretty. Sidewalks.
Tired of getting beat up.
Connects on the kick. Vulgar display of power here. And he's been
Stone Cold's got him.
into that area throughout this one.
He knows every blow there weakens his opposition more each time.
And we see the attention being put on the torso area.
Uh-oh.
That's one way to get your
The Miz, the Miz. Your quads can't keep up with the Miz. Hey, steal on the dots.
with some attitude.
Thank you.
The WWE Stop. After everything these two men have been through, will it end like this?
I saw that. I'm very confused.
Kicks out. He still has one.
I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder up.
Let's go, first finale.
Meanwhile, it's Miz.
The fact that Kevin Nash has this resiliency makes me mad. Your quads don't need a resiliency.
He's able to beat a 2 count. How this match is still going on Defiant.
Your quads like the foundation of every friendship I've ever had. Weak. Built on lies. Good. This is fun. He talks shit till the very end.
Andre the Giant, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, and Steve Austin.
And that was a hell of an effort by this victorious team.
I'm not going to advocate resting on your laurels.
I was thinking of getting Sheamus, but then I was like, Miss played Supernatural, so
Very deserved exception.
I'm biased towards that. I love Supernatural. Oh my goodness. It covered his face.
I need to get that out.
That was very fun. And I appreciate you playing.
Appreciate you playing.
You're welcome. But if you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. Go check us out on all of our socials at GamerGives54 and TougherDuck55. Be sure to check us out over on the YouTube channel GamerGives. Find all of our past streams just like this one. Minus anything that, of course, is Twitch exclusive. And as always, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or rest of your night, depending on where or when you're watching this video. Keep on keeping on, everybody. And until we come back together to embark on another crazy adventure just like this one, doses.